Right. Down. Oh, rude. You suck. Crap. Crap. Ah,
Yo,
wait. I thought I was doing better, but I was staring at the AI. Crap! Snow's a jerk. I got last. Snow bullied. Snow bully.
Snowmeth, it's a pleasure to see you.
Okay, you throw away this one that is behind me. You throw away that one. Because that one's bent.
Osmodai
Throw away the bent ones. Why do we have more bent ones? Throw away this one. Throw away this one. Throw away this one. This is a fucking tooth.
Gloomily.
That's an acorn.
Ready to play some cards?
Acorn goes up there, though, for some fucking reason, doesn't it? And then the tooth goes right there. I don't know why we're keeping those. Oh, fucking Lego brick in the tool drawer. That goes right there.
Did you bring me any moss?
Oh, got a nut. That goes there. Tooth is in the wrong spot. Sorry, my apologies. It goes in the tooth hole. Sorry. For this being like a, oh, here's the cleaning thing. What the fuck?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, my
you
turn.
got taken by the aliens! Y'all, Cam's getting probed tonight.
Don't tell them that. It's a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cam likes getting probed apparently tonight.
Oh, I want to see this. Bad lily pads go in the leaf prison. Huh? You actually brought me back? I don't think you've been listening at all. I could say anything and you just stand there nodding. Oh, to your food good. Will you visit that? Would you want? See? Communication is useless with you.
I want you all to know BB's kinda mad at me right now.
Well, there went that car. I love and appreciate y'all
Morning,
watching, but I need to
Ayuna.
get some food.
How goes it?
But that said, I will catch y'all next time. So, see. Through my controller.
Basically,
See ya.
Snow.
Love ya. I'm not meaning to look up her ass. The controller is upside down somewhere under my desk, and I got hunted down. I'm sorry. See ya. Love ya. Bye-bye. They come, they eat, they fuck, they leave. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom!
Imoru 100. Ready to play some cards?
Oh! Is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise.
Funky Sumia
Well,
is here.
thank you for doing it.
Good
We're
to
so
see
pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
Cold Devon.
Look at this!
Ready to play some cards?
No! Server rebooted. Hello, everybody. Hello, Taiga. Hello, Snow. Hello, Asma. Hello, Clue. Hello, Starry. Hello, Yuna. Hello, Moru. Hello, Somya. Hello, Cold. Hello. So BB is mad at me right now. I shouldn't say mad. BB is sad at me right now. So BB is sad. Hey, Lapis. So, I moved the cat tree. So the cat tree for the longest time has been just next to my right arm. And I talked about it this morning, and I'm like, I'm gonna move it to the left side so that way I can pet the cats with my hand while I can still use the mouse, because I'd rather have access to the mouse than the keyboard, right? But BB keeps standing where the cat tree was and looking up at me like, I can't go on the thing. It's not here. It's like, BB, it's 4 feet to the left. And then I pick him up, I put him on the cat tree. And he's good now. He's good now because he's on the cat tree. But I move it. So that way I can easily, like, while I'm talking to you, I can just do this. And I'm petting him right now. Like, I am literally petting him right now while still being able to look around and show you guys stuff. And that's kind of the thing, right? That was the big thing for it. So I ran into another issue with this farm. It's fine now. I want to be clear. It's fine now. Hey, Larmouth. It's fine now. It is working. It's stable. But I had to add these so that way it would fire whenever the pumpkins harvested. It would also try and craft. I was running into issues with it just not wanting to craft, so I gave it as many options as I could. So now this is crafting them. We are stable on this. I also added filters to the bottom of these. So what we were dealing with before when it came to these, right? What we were dealing with before is these would not be there. But this morning, if you had caught it, I threw out all the logs I had because these were overflowing. Now what I've done by doing this is I added a filter to the bottom that says it can trash logs. And you're probably wondering, why would you want to trash logs? You need the logs, right? I added the filter in, so now I should be getting half as many logs if I've understood what the hoppers are doing correctly. It should be 50-50. I might be wrong, but we're gonna remember, you know what? I'm gonna remember that this is a perfect stack. I'm trying to figure this out correctly, but it looks like they're going 50-50 when it comes to these. And I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong. It might be scrapping every single one. I'm having trouble figuring this mess out. I did add a walkway back here for me, though. But it's been driving me nuts, because it's like, it seems like it's prioritizing where they're looking. But like this wouldn't go in there, and I don't understand. And I'm probably foolish here. But I want to get more of everything else, so we'll find out if I've forgotten how hoppers work. But yeah. But we're gonna place some more glass. This is gonna be where we start today. But I hope y'all are doing all right. I hope y'all have had an all right day. I hope y'all are feeling chill. I need more black dye. It also, I'm very low on bone, so I'm gonna go rob some from Lee. Ow. There it is. Whoop. I wish my skulk farm was set up where with the skelly farm, but I didn't have one. There we go. Whoop. Oh, so I talked about how I can see a lot further, right? You and I believe snow as well, Lapless. So I talked about how I can see a lot further than I used to, right? Because we can kind of see the beacon there, right? If I switch over to my other zoom, which is right here, I can so clearly make that out. I love it. Okay, go to our storage. I need all the bones. Hey, Greg's. No, I forgot I added amethyst now, so we can go here. I've been trying to use up the glass now. Has been a bit of what I'm up to. Grab 8. Grab 8. And we have 8 spaces. Awesome. No, that's 7. I mathed wrong. I should be able to do that. Go there. Make that. There we go. Oh, I could have also just equipped this. It's fine. I somehow ended up under the floor there. Okay, but now we need to go up on top of our lovely sphere. Actually, we need to go to the middle. So to go to the middle, we take our warp, we go to the entrance of our base, and walk forward into the darkness. Down we go. That's a bit of a strobe effect down there with the beam. So we've done that side. We've done that. We were up on this layer now because we did a second layer. So you can see our third layer is starting here. There's a pretty clear line here. Thank you, Dob. Appreciate it. It's a good song. We got a lot of glass to place. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm glad I sorted out splitting the audio tracks for my music so I can play whatever. I'm not actually curating this playlist. I just picked a playlist that sounded good, high energy, because I need more energy today. I had canceled my morning stream that I was doing. Or not so much canceled, but ended early because I wasn't feeling... I had zero energy, and now we're continuing on. There we go. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doop. Yeah, but we've got a lot of black glass to place. And I did talk about this a little bit this morning. It's going to be harder to place the end rods by doing this. But I weighed the difficulty of placing the glass versus the end rods. And I would much rather deal with the difficulty of placing the end rods than the difficulty of placing the glass after those are down. So, I've gone this route. So, it's going to take me a little bit longer to place the end rods, but I can math that more easily. Times all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been freaking me out. Ain't take it half me right now. Oop. That will happen. Me how make you happy all now. Back when I worked my factory job, Glass Animals genuinely made... Like, it genuinely made my nights better listening to Glass Animals while I worked. I wasn't supposed to have music. I worked in a factory, which... I'm sure anybody who's ever worked in a factory knows that earplugs, things like that, are generally frowned upon. We had the option to use earplugs or ear muffs, or the ear cups. Ear cup kind of earmuffs. I would wear the ear cup style earmuffs, and then put a Bluetooth headset inside so I could hear music, because otherwise I would lose my mind. I played a lot of Glass Animals, though, and it really, really did improve my mood. If you've never listened to Glass Animals, aside from this stream right here, look into Glass Animals. Their music is lovely. They are a fantastic band. They're also just, really, really cool people, too, that are part of the band. So, yeah, Glass Animals is great. In the middle of June, you waves been freaking me out. I feel like something's wrong. Everything feels too bright. And I don't know why. Why does it feel so bright? I am on Moody. I was on Moody. Where did it go? Yeah, I'm on Moody. It feels so bright right now. I bumped F1. How do I bump F1? All I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Oh, that's something I should change. Which one is this? Nope, not that one. That one's fine. I need this one, which is... Nope, that's the over the shoulder. Actually, high GUI true, and then high GUI true. That way, when I'm doing this, right? You don't need my HUD for this. By the way, everybody, this is something I haven't really asked. On stream, because I know I do play my game on dark settings. I know it gets dark at times, but when I go, like, when I'm doing this, you can see clearly right now, right? I'm pretty sure my monitor that my old PC is hooked up to is just really, like, messed up color settings-wise. Because on my current monitor that I'm playing on, I can see this perfectly fine. I think my settings are screwed up on my one monitor. Like, I'm gonna go into it right now. Like, let's go color adjust in... Yeah, it's on native. Contrast and brightness. Why is your contrast at 70? Why are you harder to see with less what the heck? I'm pretty sure that monitor's settings are messy. That's kind of the thing. Like, I know it is a bit darker than a lot of people play with, but I've pointed out that I play based on shadows, and I play Minecraft based on shadows. Obviously, it's gonna be dark because I'm in a dark area, but I feel like let me pull it up on... Let me pull up my own stream on mobile, right? How do I look on mobile to me? I don't need to hear me. And I have on my phone, I have the brightness dimmer on. So let me turn up my brightness like all the way to a normal. That is quite dark. Okay, so visually it looks closer to what's on my second screen than what's on my main screen. That's important for me to know, because that's darker than what I'm actually playing using. Like, this is the thing. It's not that dark on my end, which means that this is actually related to the capture card we're using. So if I go in here, right, and I'm going to go into my properties for this, and we're going to configure video. So if I do default, okay, so that's there. If I do... Like, I'm trying to make it look the same on everything. I think that's where it's supposed to be. So I've now upped the brightness considerably for this. So I think the capture was darker. But now, the opposite direction, my main monitor is now way too... the monitor I'm playing on is now way too bright. So I've matched it, but now I've created a separate issue, which is always fun. So now I need to go into my settings. Go over here, go to... image. This is interesting. The actual, like, image settings on this are, like, really, really high for whatever. Like, the brightness is at plus 15, but it's nowhere near that bright on my end. I think it might be... contrast? It was at 70. Why is it? It's so. It looks so bad compared to what I'm actually like what I'm supposed to be seeing. Like, what is going on here? It's a good song, but it's very depressing. It is a good song, but it is very depressing. Why is my like something is wrong here? I'm guessing what I need to do. I think there's something going on in my there's something going on with the settings. For my monitor that's making it way too bright. Like it is washed out as hell on my main monitor. Which is not good. Like it looks fine on stream now. Like I checked the stream looks good. Like I think this is more than like I have a feeling even the people on mobile, right? Like how it was dark. It's like it shouldn't be nearly as dark now. It looks more like an intended visual. But for whatever reason, my main monitor is extremely washed out, so I'm going to have to tweak some settings on that, I think. Because, yeah, that is... I'm starting to think it's not the monitor, though. I think it maybe this, the NVIDIA control panel is messed up on that monitor's color depth, maybe? Yeah, no, my screen looks washed. I kind of wonder what would happen if I reset it to factory, but I don't want to. Hi, BB. Yes, there used to be a cat tree there. With the pumped up kicks, you better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. It is a song that is anti-bullying and bringing focus to school shooting. It's a dark song. Hey, Vividist. The other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through all of my my video settings to figure out why does the game look bad here? Because I don't have the answer. Like it's basically like looking through a like when it's really foggy out, that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. The game looks foggy. Like really foggy. Okay, that's not fair. Now it is foggy. That is coincidental fog and not the fog I'm talking about. It just happened to start raining as I said that, and I don't think that's fair. Do 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 do. Hi, BB. I moved the cat tree. Your brother's in it right now, bud. Hey, don't headbutt the mouse hand. Take my whiskey leave. I can't not hear the I think I'll take my whisk and leave that people joked about for a while. Go back to the glass farm. Yeah, everything looks so washed out. I feel like I'm playing on full bright. I don't like it. My comedically tiny whisk shall not be insulted, and I shall leave if you can. Yeah, exactly. Okay. We got more glass. Going back up. By the way, if anybody on the server has a bunch of music box discs so that they would be willing to part with, I could use 7 more. Wait, well, it's raining right now. It's gonna look a bit washed out. I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of, like, adjustments and try and figure out what's going on with the lighting, because is this monitor too dark? No, okay, that monitor's dark. I can put that up at 50%. It's a little washed out, so I've got the settings. I think I've pushed the settings a little too far. God, it's so... The problem is I can't entirely test how it's gonna look to y'all as viewers, right? Like, I can open up this and I can configure the settings a little bit. Like, I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna go to, like, 48. It was at 128 originally. We moved it up to 160. Now I've dropped it down to here. Are we talking about the gassed music? I do not have the gassed music. I just want the... I am just after creator. At least at this time, I'm just after creator. We could add in... Okay, wait. We could add in some form of record burning to the server. I wouldn't be opposed to record burning on the server. I don't know how the rest of the server would feel about record burning on the server. Like, actually being able to clone a record. Like, I don't know what we would use for it, but I feel like, for sake of, we found the record. But a lot of them are too hard to get. So... Hey, Tyga. So, I think the interesting thing with, like, burning records... I would 100% burn a record. The issue is... resin would be a good way to do it. Like, you have to craft a resin block or whatever with it to get the, like, with the old one, and then you get 2 of the record out of it. That'd be a really good way. I still love the thing about that clue, the whole anti-piracy ad. Because what's really funny about that is, all these years later, it's been found out that they were using a stolen font for those "you wouldn't blah blah blah" ads. They pirated the font. Yeah, they did not have the rights to use that font that they used. They used a stolen version of it. I think there was a report on it like 2 years ago, I feel. Might have been earlier, I just remember seeing it about 2 years ago. No, I mean creator. I want 7 more of creator music box. Very specifically, I want 7 more of creator music box. Yeah, I want 7 more of it. I want a bunch of it so that way I can have it a 1 in 9 chance that it plays the full song. But yeah, I think we should just add record cloning because it's cool to have them, but I feel like there's more usage because I can set up an automated system. I think I'll be using them a lot more than a lot of other people would, where they just be collecting them. And if people want to find them on their own and don't want to copy them, I think that's a it's completely plausible. Let me see if there is a pre-made recipe that somebody's done for this. Because if somebody's already made the data, like a data pack for it. Music. There we go. Music disc advancements, music disc recipes. Now you can create your own music disc. Music disc madness, music collection, music selector. Adding new melodies through crafting. I don't want new ones though. What are your recipes? You are color-based for each disc to actually craft the disc. What about you? You are also using items to craft the discs. I'm not opposed to that. But I would like if I could just... Oh, that's a cool mod. It syncs everybody's music together, so they're all hearing the same song when it plays. K-pop Demon Hunter music discs. Ah, more recipes. Duplicate music discs. What are we looking at here? What is our recipe? Oh god, that's an expensive one. Takes 8 disc fragments and the music disc to make it. That is an expensive. It's fair. Like I would say that is balanced, but that is a bit much for what I would want to do. Remove lava chicken music disc. I'm not opposed. That one's hateful. Remove creator. Screw you. I have a feeling the person who made that's a bigot, and they can fight me. I do like that this person literally made a music disc for every song that's in the game. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this requires a resource pack for this one though. I mean, the big thing to do there, Taiga, you could try. I don't know if it's something that makes you tired. Showers tend to make me tired, so you could do like a hot shower and try and relax that way. Wanted everything. What does this one take? That's weird recipes to make stuff. Complicated. Hate to see. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. This should work. I mean, it's not as exciting as having a fun one here, but... Let me save that. Go here. The server files. There. Data packs. Upload. Choose. Always had high hope. Fair. And now I need to do reload. There we go. Do. So many blocks. I want to take a second here. Because y'all said it looked washed out here. I don't think it looks washed out right now. It is raining. But I don't see this as looking washed out. Do you all think this looks washed out, or are we good on visuals for this? Like, does this look good? I feel like it might be a little brighter than I'd like. But I think this looks fine. I think this looks good. Okay, this looks fine, but it's wrong on my one screen. So I think it is specifically my monitor. I think it's specifically my monitor that is off. What are we looking for? If I just... I mean, that's normal. I like 11 missing a piece. They are expensive. Like, they are expensive. I didn't realize they all wanted netherite. But that does give us a method to get these, which I think is... And I think this would count as balanced. Yeah, I think that is balanced, but hey Possum, how's it going? Okay, let's go do our overlook. Woo! Enjoy the rain for a second. Stand out here and look over our kingdom. I can see forever. Oof. Dare I ask what game? Is it a game related to bigots or a game related to AI? I guess would be my question. Because I'm losing my mind over people playing Heartopia, and it's making me very sad. Oh, I am so sorry. Well, at least that one is the one is at least a definite purge. The other one can be ignorance, right? When it's AI slop, a lot of times that can be ignorance, right? Like a lot of people aren't aware that Quarantine Zone, right, has it, or even Heartopia that has it, and I think people aren't aware of it. But you don't get one for playing a certain magic game. You don't get a pass on not knowing on that one. Especially in the streaming space. This is kind of an interesting note to make on that. If you are an active online person, you don't get an out on not knowing with a certain magic game. The heck? But I need a message. One of the people in the streams going, just checking. You do know that this game has Gen AI. Were you aware that this game had Gen AI? And then base the reaction on it, because I just feel bad. Yeah, Expedition is one of those things where I get, so Expedition is a weird spot. I understand a lot of people weren't aware. Like, I understand a lot of people weren't aware with Expedition 33. So I wouldn't hold anything against the people who streamed it before it really, really came to light, but you should know by now. If you're playing it now, I'm judging you. Hey, you've already owned it, and you've already got hours in it. Go ahead, play it in your free time, but I don't think you should be streaming it anymore, right? I think is a fair point of it all. I've accidentally, and I want to be clear, I've accidentally played a few games with Gen AI in them. I don't want to. The sponsor, and I'm gonna say this on stream. The sponsor I'm doing has Gen AI in it. I didn't know that when I took it. I have to keep doing the sponsorship till the end. I can't quit it early, and I also need the money. Like, I am not going to set up this like, oh, I don't need the money that bad. I'm broke as hell. Those sponsorships do a lot. I wouldn't have taken it had I known it had Gen AI, but I'm already screwed and on contract with them, and I only get paid if I finish it out, you know? Like, I'm gonna finish out the thing. I'm not putting the thing in the corner anymore. I've lowered it back down to the bottom right, the bottom of my notifications, and I'm just updating the Discord on it. Like, I'm not gonna knowingly play one that includes Gen AI. But I can't do much if I've already done it. But there's certain ones where it's like, this has made headlines, you know. There we go. I don't think it would be good, Taiga, so probably a bit of a problem. When they start getting sued, Possum. The answer is when they start getting sued. Like, as soon as they start getting hit with a whole bunch of, like, this is stolen, and when AI companies start getting called out for the theft and the lawsuits actually go through, that's when. Sadly, it's going to be a bit. But I think that's going to be when we're at least going to start seeing that change. Hey, Rose. I think another bit of it might be when we start seeing countries ban, start doing bans outright for people doing that stuff, right? Where it's like, this is stolen material, the rate of stolen material is too high, anything found using this product is thereby not allowed in our country. I think that'll do a big chunk as well, where they're like, we're losing an entire market, can't have that, you know, but you've got to kind of hit that point. I'm not sure what happened with Brazil, actually. I never heard how that ended. Whee! Yeah, I'm sorry. The music box version is better to me. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but like Other Side is superior, and then the music box version is superior to this. So it's like Other Side, music box, then this version of Creator. There we go. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, it is not a bad song. I just like two of them a lot more. Two other ones a lot more. Itchy nose! You're looking at me. Okay, there we go. Hey, Arky. Itchy nose. Do. Do we like my new over-the-shoulder view for when I'm exploring stuff, by the way? Like, I know it's a little bit silly to have, but I feel like it's better for, like, showing off my base than being in first person or being far back. I feel like it has a more cinematic feel. I'm not gonna use it while building. This is weird. Woo! Do. So much glass. One sec. I'm having a moment. I'm having a bothered by things moment. There's a BB. Hi, buddy. I didn't know you were in there. Never mind. You can stay for now. I was gonna move a box I have behind my keyboard. I have a plastic tub behind my keyboard for the cats. I didn't realize there was a cat in it right now. I was gonna move it because they keep moving my mic when they get into it. Boobity-boobity. This song is newer than I realized. I don't know why. It just feels like such an older song. Like, this song has the vibes of, like, even like a possibly 90s song, doesn't it? I'm not saying it is, but it has the vibe of a 90s song. Or like something I would hear in the bowling alley. Do. So many spots. There we go. There we go. Now, I want to make a note here. The glass is not how glass looks in vanilla. I am using a resource pack right now to change the texture on the glass to be slightly more visible, because we kept running into instances while I was doing this where I really couldn't tell where I was placing it. So I've changed to a resource pack that is a bit more foggy on the glass, just because the outline was bolder. Like, that outline is bolder, so I can see when I miss a spot more. It has its own bug, though, because, like, you can see the top corner, wherever these meet, it messes up. So, there's a temporary texture just so I can see if there's holes anywhere. Because also, because of that, if I miss a spot, right, and we do like this, right, if I miss a spot, it really highlights that I missed a spot. So I can much more easily find the missed spots because it's a broken texture. Didn't have to cut me off. I wonder where some of my old regulars are. Like, I wonder where Elder Caribou is. Elder Caribou and his wife, I miss them. They were nice people. They always came by for the duck streams. Hope they're doing okay. Doo-doo-doo. Buddy that I used to know. That I used to know. Also, now nobody can claim that I'm in my nobody can try and claim that I'm in my 2-week Minecraft phase. I've been doing Minecraft streams pretty steadily for a month now. I think I win. Do 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 do. Exactly. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, like, I would always run into Minecraft issues whenever I did it, but I think anybody who's been around for a while, I never really stopped doing Minecraft because of things I could control. It was always somebody popping up that was like, somebody would annoy me, commenting on my build style. Oh, you build like Etho. No. I really don't. I feel like a lot of people's, I understand, this is the thing. Comparing an artist to another artist is one thing. But I don't think you should ever go, oh, you're doing a thing like this person. And when it's like, you go, is there anybody you're inspired by? And have a question. Don't be accusatory with your compliments, right? And y'all haven't even seen my build. This is a funny thing. Y'all haven't even seen my build style yet, which is why this has got to go for a while. Because I haven't been able to do my build style in quite a few years due to things going on with different issues I've been having. But I used to do much more vibrant stuff. I just had things get in the way. So this will be fun. Like my way back in Minecraft, back when I was on a server, and this is in the Mixer era. I was actually on actually I think I was still doing YouTube at the time too. I had a island base that was going to be an amusement park and stuff, and I intentionally used mycelium as the ground blocks. Like, I don't build with typical build palettes. Now right now I'd say we're still in a typical build palette, but I've tried to explain that one of the things I'm running into with Minecraft, right, is I'm trying to work this in a way where you can see what I'm creating. It's all very clearly, like, it's something that I want my Minecraft builds to be that when you join a stream, you're very likely to immediately see something that catches your eye. Now I need to check if my storage thing goes. Now we had 3 stacks of pale, which we should have more if I'm not wrong with this. So I did break this. I was afraid of that. I did break this by adding the logs. I was hoping for a thing. It didn't work. Wait, no, that stays there. And this one's fine. No. I added the log. I need to remove the log from all of these. Because these were overflow checks. But it didn't do what I wanted. Now that's streamlights. That one's fine. And that one, we get rid of birch. Did I never do this one? Whoa! Okay. That was weird. Resource pack reload failed. Okay. Weird. I think I forgot to put the log in this one. Okay, so that should be everything going again. I'm not happy with this. I'm trying to figure out a way... If I'm right about this, I want to filter out the logs. The logs they'll always try to go sideways first though, won't they? Like, I've forgotten how hoppers work, apparently. And I know this sounds silly, but I think I've forgotten how hoppers work. And we're gonna have a conversation about this because Cameron's weird for forgetting how hoppers work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab copper hoppers here, and then this should be able to prove my point. So what I want is when Birch can't go down, I want it to go into a trash chute, is what I'm trying to do. Now this is trying to go down first. If I put this here, and do this, and I do this, right? Will the birch try to go into the copper hopper first? I'm just going to grab these 20. Oh, it would help if I put them in the filter over here. I've got 13. It does go into there first. Right, it's going into there before it's going down. But it didn't there. That's the thing. That's what I thought too. And that's why I'm a little bit confused here, Titan. Because I thought that's how it was supposed to work, but I don't think it is. Or it doesn't seem to be. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take this. I'm going to do this as a thing. Now these are going to go to the same location. It doesn't matter where they go. But now what happens if I take a stack, right? Where is this stack going to go? Is it going to flow through both? It's going in that one. And it's going in that one. It is going into both. What I want this to do is I want it to 50-50. Now, what I also want to know is it going into this first or this? Right, so I'm going to pull this birch log out. I want to know which one gets one first. So if I just do here, it went down first. Okay. Which means if it's being pulled first, if it's being pulled down, what I should do is over here, I want to have the hopper, but I want to have that hopper. Right, I want to have that hopper there. I'm trying to think of like the best way I could do this. I want to make what I want to do is I want to make sure that the logs are always going into the sorting system. Like always going into here if possible is what I want. Now I'm going to assume if I do this, right, as a thing, right? So this is going back and forth now. This is going to take those. This is going to take those. It's going to create a loop, which is kind of what I'm after. But my idea is I do this as a thing. I lost my sapling, though. Gonna need to get to birch sapling. But what should happen is this should basically send these to the correct location. I'm going to grab this sapling out so I can get a new one. But if I'm understanding this correctly now, there's a chance that it should go back half the time, but it should go down first. Which means I'll lose some if more than one comes through, I think, with this setup. But it should allow me to trash things more easily. So I can just put regular hoppers below that. But I need this to give me a sapling. Because this will back up. That will back up. But let's grab the regular hoppers right now. Because this should at least help my issue. Because basically I still want to be getting the materials. This cat knocked something over. I still want to be getting the materials out, but I need any extra to go through. So the best thing I can do is make it so that if it's able to get the birch and it has too much birch, the birch will overflow into this and go down out of trash chute. But I also want it to keep trying because 50% of it's going to go the wrong way sometimes. So I think doing this double copper setup should keep it. It'll try to go down. If it can, it'll go over and it'll fill. I hope is what I'm after. Hey, Timber. But I think this will solve my issue. And there's our birch sapling I said I needed. We can put that in there. Why do I have a mangrove sapling? Why do I have a mangrove sapling? What happened to the mangrove? What happened to mangrove? Why do I have mangrove? Whoa! I got screwed by the scaffold. Mangrove? Mangrove. Nothing in there, obviously. Then this has these items. I've also got an apple, a stick. I gained things I shouldn't have. Oh no, wait, am I placing... No, these are waxed. Is one of these aging somewhere? Oh, I'm grabbing them out of the trash over there. Because I was too close. We're fine. Okay. Yeah, no, because I'm trying to make this not overflow and filter itself. Though I am realizing some of these are extra. Like I don't need, like this one's fine, but I don't need these three coming off of it. Like I just need that so I can. Those have to stay. That can go. Like I don't need these filters at this point. I don't think. Wait. Crap, I've broken more things. I needed it for some of them that were letting sticks down. Actually, were any of them? Yeah. So like this one that's getting sticks is now going to build up with sticks. Forgetting my own plans. So that needs to go there. This one's getting sticks. That needs to go there. That one's getting saplings. That one doesn't need it. What are you storing? You're just supposed to be storing shroom lights. So you have trash. You don't get sticks. But you have trash items. You have trash items. You have a trash item. You have trash items. I screwed up my own thing. Damn it. Damn it, me. That's where my brain's at. I'm not fully there. So, like, this has sticks and saplings in it, right? This one has just sticks. This one has nothing right now. But it is, yeah, and that one's just supposed to have logs, so I get rid of that. You are getting rid of sticks and saplings. Double check that one, and that's get rid of those. Yeah. So I messed up a little bit. Oop. And I kind of did the same thing, I guess, with my pumpkins, right? Why did I do that and that when it's already filtering the above one? I just need that and that. Because I need to make sure the top one going in is going to be the right things. This one's got everything coming in, right? So if I go down here, you've got everything going in, and then you've got only certain things going down to the next one, and then you've got even certain things there. This one only has that, but that one has all of that to get the logs down. So those make sense. This one's just logs. That makes sense. This one's just sticks, though. This is where I don't need sticks. I just need this one to be sticks. Damn it. I was overcomplicating my own sorting thing when it came to the trash chutes, mainly. If they're all the same thing, I don't need them all to be copper, so we can save on a bit of the copper is basically where we're at right now. So, like, you are just doing shroom lights. You are just doing shroom lights. Now you are doing shroom lights, but you're getting junk things. So what I need here, because the regular hopper is up here, I need this one to be that, but then these two I can take because that doesn't matter, and then this one's a trash chute. Gravity! Why? Okay. So that was this row. So that can go there, that can go there, and that can go there. See, and then that one needs all of them. This one needs a stick and a sapling. So stick and sapling. This one needs a stick. That one's got all of that, and it's not throwing anything away right now. This is just for shroom lights. But you're collecting everything and just trashing the thing. You're trashing vines and wart blocks and stems. So vine and wart block, and I don't have a stem on me. Vine and wart block and stem. So now those are going into the trash. Now you are taking all of those, and you're throwing away those. That one's fine. Why do you have sticks? Why are you getting sticks specifically? If I'm already getting sticks through, I don't have a stick in this one, though. Or this one. Oh, because that's full. Okay, so that stick is getting this one that it's letting in. But this is only letting sticks through. So I need that. There. So now sticks can go through this side. Really, if these line up, I can just point them into the thing. It doesn't matter which way, but if there's already a hopper below them, may as well do that, you know? I'm not going to mind an extra hopper as long as I don't have to create like a whole chain. You're good, you're good. You're just taking the shroom lights out. And then you, and you're just doing sticks and saplings. And you're good doing that. Okay. So that helps a little bit with the extra copper hoppers we've had going in. Is this one right? Yeah, this one's right as well. Okay. So all these copper hoppers are needed for what we've currently got, but the rest are not. So now, as I look back at this again, I need to do this setup on them, right? So this is there to get rid of my extra logs, because I'm ending up with more logs than I want on these. So, like, I needed to go back towards a copper hopper for the things I don't want. Which this is already actually doing that. These are already pointed backwards into the other one. And then filtering downward. With this one, I only want the throwaways to go back here. I don't want to overload this. This one, if it gets overloaded, is just doing shroom lights, so it's fine. This one's doing everything but shroom lights. So this is also fine. I could, though... I think for the sake of my sanity here, right? I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm going to get rid of this one. You also don't need to be copper. You can be this, because you're already only getting copper. So that's doing its thing. That's pointed back in. Into the rotation. And I want these ones, because these are purely trash. These aren't even getting the shroom lights. This one I still want to collect the logs. But what I can do here now is I can do... Wait, I don't need you. And then you are for those three. We're going to get rid of that. And then you're getting shroom lights because you don't need shroom lights. You need everything else. So I'm going to grab you. 1, 2, and then this next one goes here. Oop. I don't think this matters too much what's going to be passed, but it's going to end up, because I'm trying to do this for overflow. Like, this is the big thing. I'm trying to stop this from overflowing, so I need to make sure that this is pointed into there, so it's getting more, because this one's going to have logs, because the logs are going to be what goes too far. This one, I only want the shroom lights, so this one doesn't need to loop back in. The ones that have a resource that I might be losing some on, that I'm trying to scrap some of, I need to have a second filter in, I think. So you don't have anywhere to take shroom lights, so we're going to take the shroom light. So now you will take shroom lights, and you're going to keep all of those. I want to also give you warp stems. So I should still be gaining warp stems because they should go down first. And then over. And then these should go correctly. And then shroom lights. I only want to keep shroom lights. I can just throw that in there. We've already got a shroom light in there. But this one is supposed to be just shroom lights. So I need all of the items from this. So I need you. And you and you. And those go over here. So boop, boop, boop. So now that's empty because that went into there, and then those are going down and out. These are going out, and then you are going to overfill with logs. So I'm going to need one for logs. Now you're already filtering out saplings, but I want to give you saplings and logs. So I'm going to grab you and you. And we're going to do this, and we go here. And you get a jungle sapling. And I apparently didn't get the log. Or there wasn't a log. Here we go. And then we put the log in there. And now for the birch one. Sorry, not birch. Acacia. We need the acacia logs. So it should be acacia log. And sticks are already going down, and those should be getting filtered out the bottom. Grab you. Clear those two out. Do that one. Do that one. And then you're collecting everything that isn't the shroom light. So you're going to need this as well. You're going to have an overflow, and you're going to have an overflow. So this should be correct, and I know this seems a bit messy, but I think what I'm doing is right here. I just need... You're going to have that, you're going to have that. So I can put you there and you there. And then we're going to go here. Thankfully, that's not a spawnable spot, but that is not where I want these. Can I click right... Wait. There we go. Okay. So I want these going into the trash of this one. Oh, but it's going to have logs. I can't have it going into this one. I got to have it one lower. Because if I'm doing the log one, it has to go all the way down. There we go. There and there. And there and there. And there and there. Having the top 2 point in does help a little bit. Now, this one is only supposed to be getting Shroomlights. So I could have... Well, no, it's not supposed to get Shroomlights. The only thing we don't want in this one is Shroomlights. It's currently dumping the Shroomlights anyway. But I also wanted to dump the logs when we get too many. So again, we're going to be doing that. And then this one goes in. And then you are Shroomlights. You're good. The Shroomlight ones are fine. The Shroomlight only ones are not an issue. You have a stick you don't need. Because the sticks will now go out there. But you are going to overfill on logs. So we need to go like this, and then there. Which one are you? You are Acacia, so you're also going to have this log issue going on. So we're going to place that there. Go 1, 2, 3, and in. I'm almost out of hoppers, but I think that's all of them except for that one. I think these 2 are the only ones I need to add yet. So we're a little short on hoppers, but that is the only 2 I need to add yet. I'm going to need a little more on the hopper front. I don't know if we have any more in storage, but let's find out. Because, yeah, I just want to stop this from... I want to stop my thing from overloading. Is the big thing. Because I've been having overload issues with hoppers. There we go. I was going to say, I knew I had a bunch. I've been having overloading issues with my farms not getting the oak they need, or not getting, like, they're not getting... Or they're getting too much wood, and then they can't do anything else, you know? And I'm trying to fix that. So we go right here. You are... See, this one... Like, this one's going to overfill with oak, and then it's not going to be able to get the materials it needs into these if it tries to let them in. Unless I place things in the spots. And even then, it's going to fill this hopper at the top. So I need it to have somewhere to go. So I want to do this. 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 Now, I could also save on these. I could have these, like, point into each other and go down and save a few, but I'm not too concerned about that. Now, I need this one to point into... Because you're actually going into the same farm. Oh, these 2 are both going to the same farm. Because you're only taking sticks out, and these are going back and forth. This one actually becomes a bit harder because I'm doing this. But I think if I have everything going across except for sticks, and the sticks are being filtered out here, I think we go a little different here. And we allow the logs and sticks to go... This only needs to go this way. It doesn't need to go the other way. So we only need to go into this middle one. Because that's going to send that there. This will take out sticks. I don't need the logs already. The logs can go down as well. Like, it's going to go this way first, and then it should get pulled down with this, I think. But even if it doesn't, I'm mainly after the leaves out of it, not an extra thing of oak. So let's go over here, and we're going to grab... I'm just going to grab that. So if it ends up over here, I need the oak to go here. Which this is sending everything over there anyway. So I just need that to be facing back into a copper hopper. Which actually means this one doesn't need to be a copper hopper. This one needs to just be a regular hopper. And then we put that in there. And just to make sure, nothing in it. Ah. I try to do it fast enough that I can get it before it breaks, but it's not always possible. Okay, so there and there. Okay, so that's now good. That's sending oak back. And this is taking sticks. And I need to, for the sake of everything, I need to add a stick here again. So that way, if because it's not going to be able to send to the stick filter. This is going to filter out its sticks. I need this one to filter out these sticks. So sticks are going to go down here. Sticks are going to go down here. But this one's also going to take the logs. So this will send logs over and hopefully fill that quicker. But if it can't, they'll go here. So oak will still be the first one to fill, but that should be good. Now spruce needs filled as well. So we need to get down. This is going to be a little awkward. I need to get down, but I also need... This one also needs a filter, right? So this is a dark oak one, so we're going to go there. And then I'm going to do that. So that's pointing in. That's pointing in. And then the next one... It doesn't matter if it points in. I'm trying to more get down than anything. There we go. There we go there. We go there. And I believe that one's pointing in too, isn't it? Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't matter if they point in. If they don't have anywhere to go, they don't have anywhere to go. But we do need that one. And we can just do that and that. Okay. So these are all connected now. That goes down, that goes down. So that hopper is for spruce logs. Or I'm using this one for spruce logs right here. We go there, and then we put spruce logs in there. So now those will be filtered through this one. And they will try and go into the ones that'll take them on their way down. And then this one then is going to be dark oak. We're going to grab dark oak, and then we're going to hop up here and place dark oak in there. Dark oak will try to go into its storage. Like, it should be going in there if I take... Yeah, there went one. Crap. We'll all float on. We'll all float on. Okay. Not everything is set up yet up here, because, like, I've still got to point this back. But if these go in here, we're going to get some over here, but they're all going to go in. And they shouldn't really filter back this way too much because they have a direction they can go. Here's what I mean by sometimes it lets me. There we go. That's pointed in. That's pointed into this one. That's pointed in. That one's pointed in. I can't tell. I think that one is pointed in. Yep, those are pointed in. Pointed in. I don't believe this one is pointed in. No, that one's not. There we go. Now that one's pointed in. Down, back, and down. And you're down, and you're down. Okay, so now they should all be pointing back. Now the catch is I need to get the correct logs in each one. Because, like, yes, this is filtering out the sticks, but I need the log. Because the point of this is now basically when it overflows, it won't lock itself out of other ones. I'm going to grab that one pale oak, and then that one pale oak goes in there. And then we need a cherry log. Which we place the cherry in there. Crimson. Crimson. King Crimson. Hello? There it goes. 27 of those, and we'll just drop that in there. And then most of them should be going forward, because it's going to try to go forward first, which will allow it to pull down. So I shouldn't be losing any of these as I do this, at least. Why am I not allowed to get that? There we go. Mangrove. And I believe you're not set up either. So you need shroom lights. You don't need shroom lights though. You're already filtering everything. I technically don't even need this one. But if I wanted, I could grab all of these and throw them in. Wait, why are you not? Why are you not going into this chest? Oh, wait, am I right there? Really? Is that what's throwing me? I am right there. It just isn't quite enough to... No, why are you not going into that chest? Why are you not going into that chest? You're pointed at it. Hello? If I put you in? What? What? Why? Hello? You're fine. Like, that should be... That shouldn't be stopped. That's full. What? I don't understand. Why is this not gaining anything? What the heck? I'm so confused. Like, yeah, you're full. That's full. You're full. Why aren't you full? Now they're all going into the chest that one's looking at, which is wrong. The heck? Why aren't you leaving into that chest? What is possibly stopping you from going to that chest? There's no redstone over here. What even? What? This makes 0 sense. It's just the shroom light stopping. It's just like... What could possibly... Right now, okay, right now what's happening is it's taking items that are in it out. Like, there were other items going through, but they're not here. Like, those should be filling that chest. There's none going into here. This is full. That's at 25. Why? Why aren't you going in? I don't have the slightest understanding what's going on here. I'm gonna do that. And see if this fixes it. Like, I mean, this isn't what I want to do. I want to be clear. This is not the approach I want to take for this. Oops. This should, in theory, right? That's full. This is filling up. I'm gonna help it along. And then everything should go into here, right? Okay. Now, I do wonder if they're also going into this one. I'm fine with that as long as it's filling up. I do not understand why it's doing that overall. Like, I know it's trying to push first, so that's why it's going in there from where it's inputting, but that's fine. Why was it stuck? Hopefully no... let's check the other Shroomlight one, right? Are you stuck too? You're good. You're not full. Oh, I already switched you to hoppers. So you're fine. This one I already switched. They are going into the top one, though. But I think everything should be working now. I'll have to double check later, but I think this is all sorted. Let me get rid of this crap. And then we'll do a quick scan to make sure nothing is sitting in these hoppers. Because if something's sitting in these, I've done something wrong. So sticks. Sticks are not designed to go down to this one. I need a stick filter here. So now the sticks are gone. Okay. Now you are good. You're just because I overloaded you. You're going correctly. Nothing's in you. Nothing's in you. Nothing in you. Good, good, good. You have a lot of sticks. Are you stuck in a stick loop? Why is that not taking the sticks? Why is that not taking the sticks? Like, it's not even trying to take the sticks. Okay? I need to check the last one. And then we're going to take a quick break. I know it's an afternoon stream. And I don't normally take breaks during the afternoon streams. But I'm going to do a longer one to make up for the other one. And I'm off tomorrow, so. So yeah, we will be right back. You're not going to miss anything, I promise. I will catch you all in a few minutes. So please do take care of yourselves. Grab a drink, all that fun stuff. And I will see you all shortly. Be right back. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Woo. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, is that really a million? A million roses? Amazing! That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased. Yes, let's go home now.
You did it.
Thank you, Mari. Look at this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I'm sorry, did I just...
Yes, you teleported through. What the? You're still clipping through it.
Uh...
I can't get in your truck. Oh. Where'd the truck go? Well, it's not below.
And it didn't break. Like, if it broke, it would have exploded. Where?
That's what I was.
I love and appreciate y'all a lot. I'm gonna go get some food. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. So, see. Through my controller. See ya. Love ya. I'm not meaning to look up her ass. The controller is upside down somewhere under my desk, and I got hunted down. I'm sorry. See ya. Love ya. Bye-bye. They come, they eat, they fuck, they leave. I'm back a little early. Hi. Hi. I was gonna say a thing. And I've forgotten what the thing was. I was gonna say a thing. I got no idea. No idea. This should all now be working, though, hopefully. Like, hopefully everything is actually gaining again. And our pie situation... I'm still not gaining as many pies as I would like. Oh, somebody made a comment on Cleo's video assuming it was, like, being framey. Free cam is just, like, near the end. Oh, all those armor stands, blah, blah. It's like, it's free cam. Free cam is not as smooth as the regular game. But yeah, this is supposed to fire every time any of these go. It's supposed to make pie now, and I'm hoping to see one of them go. But like, any moment anything fires, it's supposed to try and craft now. There it goes. And it crafted a few of them. Cool. So now, 27! So yeah, we have stable food now. This is working aside from the weirdly bugged out random hoppers. Still don't know what's going on there. Oh, my mini-map looks really cool. You get a good, like, overview of this area here. Oh, not over there. But if I go over here, yeah. The mini-map looks really cool. Okay, but it is time to go back and grab some more glass. Actually, and in the process, I gotta loot more from Lee because we're doing a lot of glass work, and we're finally taking Lee up on his offer for bones. Woo! But yeah, part of this is why I wish I had a skulk thing on my own, because I need so many. I need so many bones. Arrows if you ever need them. I'll probably AFK at Lee's farm tonight just to build them back up. Because, like, my farms have mostly maxed out except for my pie, which I've gotten more than enough there, but I do feel bad I've been taking so much of this. Even though Lee said I could take all of it because Lee doesn't need it, I still feel guilty, you know? But I do need so much black dye. I got very concerned with how fast that's going. Look at that. Look at that go. I love the speed boost of all that. Okay, we need 3. Go here. Got that. But I hope everybody's doing alright tonight, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. I know I don't normally do Minecraft in the afternoons, and I also know it's Sunday, which is one of my less popular days, but I am still very, very happy to have y'all here. I appreciate y'all so damn much. And I thank you for hanging with me. How did I end up with 8 extra... There we go. Aw. Aw, it's nice to see you though, Bunny. Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry about the insomnia. Whoa! I got so much air there. Okay, let's go over here. It's nice to see you, Bunny. Let's go to the Overlook. I knew it when I got kicked. I knew it. All my resource packs. For whatever reason. Well, I'm still glad you were able to make it, Bunny. I hope you're doing alright. Hope sleep inability aside. They're feeling decent. Okay. So we have layered almost all of this side. Yeah, it's not even 9 yet. It's getting close to 9 p.m. here. Do 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 do. Okay, what we need is because we're getting near the edge of the wall, I need to start going sideways. Like this, or I'm gonna get caught a lot. I'm doing alright. I've been really exhausted. Like I ended my morning stream early because I've been that tired. And I went to take a nap, but I slept for 3 extra hours. So sleep hasn't been finding me well, and when it gets really cold, the creative part of my brain starts failing me. Not so much that it's not creating, it's more that I don't have the energy to actually create much. So at least Minecraft makes it easy for me to do some creation, but I haven't done any, like, I haven't done any drawing, I haven't created any new sound alerts, I haven't done any of that in a while, and I've been thrown off. And it's just been one thing after another. A lot of stressors going on in the world right now, kind of messing me up, I guess, would be a simplified way to describe what I'm dealing with, you know? Okay. Do 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 do. Get under there. Oof, I'm sorry, bunny. I like that that's definitely a little bit of a language thing. Because that's definitely lunch and then dinner is the afternoon meal, so. Honestly, bunny, your life will be happier for it. I would advise not keeping up, especially on global politics right now. If your mental health would suffer. I think is a good way to put it, because my mental health has been suffering. Don't. Sometimes it's good to not look. I have been using many block terms to keep my sanity, and I feel bad. Like, I don't like blocking things out, but it's mainly I learn bits of it, and then I do what I can that isn't going to stress me out any further, because my mental health has hit kind of a limit lately. I understand not caring about politics, but as the politics do directly affect me, as well as those I care about, it is important to be informed on the politics, whether you like them or not. Politics do decide, you know, life. So being completely unaware of politics will only benefit those who want to use politics to control people. I apparently never did this little bit. It is important to be able to step away from politics, but it is also important to be informed on them, as they do affect the world around you, and those you care about, and even those you don't care about. But I don't think we should ever dismiss anyone. Just because it's like, oh, it doesn't affect me, I don't care, you know, isn't a good place to be. Like, obviously, we all need to do what we can in times, but right. I mean, if where you are is safe, that's good, but I think it is important to be, especially in such an interconnected world that we live in nowadays, to be at least somewhat aware of what's going on in other countries, especially to be aware if your own country is making things better or worse for those other countries, right? And I get that. I'm not faulting you on that. I wish my brain could step away from what is going on politically, and I think a lot of us do. it's not where we want to be, but some of us don't have a choice in that. And I think when it comes to that, it is important to at least work towards understanding the world around us and what other people are going through, at least vaguely, right? Ignorance may be bliss. Ignorance is bliss is a very true statement, but me not knowing someone is hurting, I think stresses me out more than the idea of knowing or of not knowing, like in general. Because like I think one of the big things, like I'm also hyper aware because as a creator online, right? I need to watch what I'm promoting as well. Like if it even comes with like game companies and like, oh yeah, this game company is doing something awful. Like, oh. So it's I don't have the privilege to not pay attention without risking putting other people in a shitty place. My mental health is mad at me for it, but I think my mental health would also be mad at me if I didn't do something. Obviously, especially with all I'm gonna say, Bunny, is your roomie is wrong. And for the sake of avoiding that topic as a whole, I am going to delete that message. But that is a very, very deep conversation that I don't think any of us fully want to dive into. But without kind of wrecking our mental health, and I'm trying not to get that deep into any of those conversations because my mental health has been really bad lately, and I think I would be harming myself in some way if I were to try and cover those topics, and I don't want to risk that, you know? Not right now. Okay, let's get... I apparently missed this little section when I did this earlier. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. That layer's done. Now back to this mess. There we go. Valid. It's like I said, Bunny. I understand. I do think if you're ever in a spot though where you can look at some world news, do so though, and also remember that a lot of times, especially when it comes to anything related to anything war related, you're gonna have a lot of people lying about why things are going on. And that's going to lead people to believing things without talking to the people. What's sad is I'm in a place where I have to watch what I say because of how out of control the stuff I'm dealing with is in my own country, so... yeah. It's great. Mainly because I want to leave my country. Honestly, Blue Sky is a really good place to learn things. And actually listening to people who are in the places is going to be your main thing. But you're going to end up seeing photos, and I would not advise looking at a lot of what's going on. Anyway, anyway. I wouldn't worry too much until you have some sort of, like, until you have the spending power to influence things. Hey, Elusive. I thought this song was saying salad. I've never heard this song, so it just salad! Yeah, again, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I need a different topic. Are there any games coming out that anybody's excited about? Any indie games? Because, like, I'm not seeing a lot of big titles, and... like, I don't care about any of the big titles. I don't think there's any big title I'm concerned about. I'm trying to think if there's anything... It's this salad. I'll buy a couple around. That's all I hear. Salad. 1, 2, 3. Generally yes, but the announcements would usually still exist. The only game I really want to look into that's been out and it recently came out was Big Hops. Like obviously Cairn, which we did stream, but Big Hops was a good one. I need one more, so we're gonna throw that down. Grab that, go there, go there. Yeah, Code Vein 2 just came out. I never really played the first one, even though I own it. Monster Hunter Stories is interesting. Like, out of the Monster Hunter games, that is one I would actually play. Dragon Quest I never got into. Yeah, the sequel to Control is coming out, though I don't know how into it I'll be. Like, I like the visuals of Control, but
Guys, you're all cool.
And judge me a bit if you want, but my games that I play is heavily influenced by what y'all turn up to, and there are certain genres of game that'll get less, and even more so if they're rated M. So I gotta worry about there. How did I end up? It's fine. Let me free cam. Have I gotten all the glass down on that layer now? I want to make sure I didn't miss any or I'll fall in it later. It does look like I got all of it. But yeah, I hate that I have to kind of decide my games based on viewer turnout, because I just don't have the time to really do games in my free time, aside from, like, Minecraft passive stuff. So right now, what I am building is called a void floor. And what a void floor is it's layers and layers and layers of glass. It creates a fog effect, and then you put lights in it, and then those lights stand out amongst the void. But it requires a lot of glass. So if I go... I've got a giant sphere here that's going to be a magic sphere that I'm creating out of glass. And then I've got a void floor inside for a spawning area because you join in and you're over there and you walk through and you've got this whole thing here. And I've got the start of a cityscape that I'm going to be building here. So there's a big building in the center. And then I'm going to have a main street going down here that'll curve over towards the shoreline there, and I'll build a city off of it. So very, very big plans, but I'm trying to do things that are more of a spectacle for when people show up, so that way I can quickly... It sounds self-serving, but basically the idea with the stream is I want people to always be able to kind of see something interesting. So when it comes to showing off my stream for people, I need to get the big spectacle get some big spectacle stuff going right away, so people can look at my stream and immediately see something, right? But it's a lot. It takes a lot of time. So much glass. But what's really cool is we've got a lot of skulk going on as well. And then the skulk makes it look like stars. Because I was able to set up a skulk farm that handles it really, really well for me. We've placed 15,000 skulks so far. Yeah, I created a really fast skulk generator. Doot. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, I've got so much I've got to do for this. It's just, it adds up. But yeah, I wanna have a spectacle that when people hop into my streams, they see something really impressive, and then I want to work on adding more and more, right? Oh no, Bunny. Who is Ivy Starship? Do I know who that is? Or Ivy Software? Do I know? I wish I had an answer for you, Bunny. Doo-doo. Oh. I want my creative side of my brain to be working so that way I can do some game dev. That is a big thing. I really want to get figuring out how to properly get a game going. And then we could work on figuring out an art style for it and get everything to feel right. Do. Okay, there's another little bit. So much glass. Kiss my ass. No. Come with me and you'll see. Yep. While I do this, I'm reminded of I don't know the name of the game, but it's an old, I want to say Atari game where the goal is to claim so much of the area without getting hit, but you have to do like cuts across the field to claim an area with no enemies in it when you do the slice. So you've got to slowly reduce the enemies down or like keep the enemies in a tighter and tighter area. Ah, Prison Architect, got it. Oh, that's neat that they're making a new one. But there was an old game where basically you would have like this giant, you would have the screen space, you would have the square of the screen. And then in the square of the screen, you would try and move your line from the bottom center and try to like slice it into sections. So you could go like forward and create like a square and get like a few points for having that square, but you do a larger square and you get more points out of it. Don't know the name of it. Can't think of the name of the game, but I'm not making it up. I know it exists. I don't know it by that name, but I think the catch is I've never heard the name. So I am by no means disagreeing with you. I don't think I've ever heard the name of what game I'm referencing. So I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to look. Is it QIX? It is! It is, in fact, Kicks, which is by Taito! But no, it's one of those things where there's certain games that hold nostalgia, and that's one I played a lot, but I never knew the name of. Or I probably played a knockoff of it. But the point is I played that gameplay style, right? But that's what I'm reminded of as I place this glass down. I feel like that's a game that would work really well in Minecraft, but you would need to do commands to do it. But like allowing you to like control something based on like stepping on pressure plates in certain directions and then it goes that direction from wherever it's at, but you don't want to hit a wall. Doot, 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 doot. But yeah, I remember playing that a lot growing up. One game I know I played a lot of, and aside from Tetris, Tetris was one I was really good at when I was younger. I say really good at. I was good at for somebody who was 4 years old playing Tetris. Take that as you will. But I played that from probably like 4 years old to like 8 years old for Tetris. But one that I always played, and I never really liked, but I played it a bunch, was Missile Command. It's a neat game, and I appreciated its existence, but I did not enjoy it. My game growing up was Xevious. Xevious and Dig Dug. Those were the ones I was actually good at. Like, good. And Super Mario Land 3. Super Mario Land? Not 3. Super Mario Land, the Game Boy one. I played a bunch of. We need to give Mario back his submarine. Mario deserves his submarine. I will not respect a Mario game until they give back his submarine. And allow him to shoot missiles and fight weird bugs in the desert. Still going. How we doing on fuel? We're good on fuel. Boop, boop, boop. I also have plenty of dye there I need to be aware of, but I need to put that away. Actually, I want the scaffold. I don't want the torches right now. I'm not in an area where I need torches. Ding! Doo, 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 doo. Okay, that gives me 6, 7, 8. I'm short 1 stack. That felt weird. Okay, but yeah, so what's supposed to happen on base is you go here, you go to the entrance area, then you go here. Teleport in. There we go. Do, 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 do. Where did I run out? Right there. By the way, just as a thing, if any of you are a fan of Dig Dug, look up a game called Murtop. M-U-R-T-O-P. It's on Steam, it's on itch. I got the itch version. But look up a game called Murtop. It's Dig Dug meets Bomberman. So, I'm just saying, like, if you want a really, really cool game, it's Dig Dug meets Bomberman. Ah. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do. Ugh. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da. So much glass! I like how even the mini-map is starting to look foggy. It's like, There we go. Oh, about 3/4 of the way done with this layer, at least. Yeah, I really need to go and, like, after the stream, I'm gonna have to go into my, like, color settings for my screen. Because for whatever reason, it looks really faded. Like, it looks really faded on my main screen if I have it on this level. But it looks right on my other monitor. It looks right on both my other monitors. It just looks really faded on my main one. Which should be the best looking one, arguably, but... Do 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 do. I'm gonna have a hell of a time when I get down in between these layers to start actually, to start actually placing the end rods, but... Deal with it when we deal with it. It's still funny to me that, like, every guide online says, place them in random positions. Like, no, 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 no. I'm going mathematical here. There we go. And then we go this way. We need to create a wall here. Da, 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 da. All the glass. Okay, so I need to do that, that. There we go. Okay. Clean up that side a little bit. Then we're gonna get trapped in this side. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. 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 There's just so many to place. There's just so many to place. Okay. Crawl, 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 crawl. Okay. Do another little section here. I say little. This is 126 or 120. I think it's 125 by 125 area here. For the whole thing. 125 diameter circle. Ba 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 ba. As I lose my mind to the rhythm of the glass. Bap, bap. Bap, 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 bap. Hey chat, do you want to try and trigger something for me? This is gonna sound silly. And I know a lot of y'all are lurking, but that's part of the perfect time to do this. If y'all would do me a favor and try and start a rave, I'm curious if it'll start a hype train. So just spam your favorite dance emotes in chat. If y'all are listening, I know it's cozier in the afternoon one, but in theory, if y'all just start doing a bunch of shit, it might trigger a hype train, and I'm curious if it will. 1981, wow. But yeah, if everybody starts spamming the emotes, in theory it can cause a hype train, but we need enough people doing it. And I don't know what that threshold is, but I'm curious if it'll happen. Everybody spam your dances! Favorite dance emote. Doesn't even have to be mine. Anybody's dance emote. Only Asmo and Larmouth are participating. My test is going to fail. No! It's fine. Oh, I tried. Appreciate you too. Everybody else is busy. No, there's supposed to be a thing that if there's like a sudden spike in the activity of chat, that it's supposed to start a hype train with the settings I have, and I was trying to see if I could get it to go. But apparently, nope, I don't think 3 people is going to be enough, sadly. I have a feeling it needs to be like at least like 5 or 6 people doing it. But it may also change based on the number of people. Ow! Rude. hell was I running into? Hey, Carslum, how's it going? Welcome. I hope your stream went well. Let's go back to our storage system. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for coming by, though. I do appreciate it. I feel like there's certain people in the chat are just like extremely delayed to test the thing I wanted to. But I hope you're doing all right, Carslum. Thank you so much for the raid. It is appreciated. Oh, and thank you for the resub. Ow.
Amazing. Karzalim just subscribed to us for another month.
We're having a very chill night. It is Sunday, though. That's kind of what I expect. There's those, and then 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Oh, that's not my neighbor. That's an interesting one that I've seen around. It's not my type of thing, but I have seen it around. I hope you had fun. We are working on the giant sphere. The giant sphere. Particularly, though, right now, we are on the inside of the giant sphere. And we are working on a void floor. So that when we're up here, we will eventually get to, like, this level. It becomes very hard to even tell that there is Skulk down there, but it's taking time. Taking a lot of time. It's fun, though. Go here. In we go. But thank you so much for coming by. I hope you had a fantastic night. Take care of yourself after your stream, obviously. Ba-doo ba-doo boop boop boo-doo ba-doo 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 boop. Okay, there we go. Itchy nose. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The only problem with the music disc auto playing is I feel like because I am playing music, it might become a little audibly overwhelming. Thankfully, it's not too loud while I'm down here. Like, the music box is right in the middle of that. So as I step away, it begins to fade. Yeah. I was extremely exhausted this morning, and I ended up ending my stream a lot earlier than I would have liked to. So then I switched over. Ow. Hey, Artisy. So I decided to switch off the stream this morning and just go to sleep. Got 3 extra hours of sleep, woke up, had a burrito bowl. And then watched Cleo's stream, chatted with Cleo for a bit, and then here we are, placing glass. Placing the glass. I need to find a mindless game that I can lightheartedly play multiplayer online with. Because I don't really have a game for that anymore. And I miss having something that I could play with friends that I wouldn't get too stressed out about. And it's like, oh, play something like Marvel Rivals or whatever, right? That's too many people. I just want like something I can play co-op. Something I can play with like 2 people. I don't have a game for that anymore. After Fortnite did gestures broadly, I kind of stepped away, you know? Yeah, I want playful competitive, though. I want ones that people aren't taking it seriously. I'm okay with competitive, but I want a competitive game that I can play casually. Yeah, there is RV there yet, but I don't care for that genre of game. I want something that fills the niche that Fortnite was in. Where it's something that I can pick up and I'm not really goal-oriented in it. I'm just existing, but Fortnite's off the table now, right? So it's like I don't know. Don't know. Like, I'm glad I can play a bunch of Minecraft and people like watching the Minecraft stuff and all that, but I need that game that's really fun to mess with. I don't do competitive, but like to me Fortnite wasn't competitive. It had a competitive option, but I didn't care at all about it, and I wasn't letting anybody down when I didn't do well. Right? So, it was something I could have fun with. I had a lot of fun with Disney Speedstorm, and that became a money mess. I had a lot of fun playing that though when it was new. Like, yeah, there's a competitive aspect to it, but if they're lighthearted enough, I don't care. But like when you go to like Marvel Rivals, right? That's a team of 5 or 6 players. Where if I do bad or I screw around and I do stuff with like stream loots where y'all are flipping my game upside down, I feel bad, right? Because everybody should be informed on that fact, and I can't do that with some games, you know. And that's kind of the thing. If I need a full team, it kind of ruins it. Which part of the whole stream loots thing is why I mostly just play single player. Yeah, exactly. Like Overcooked is a good one, but I want something that's getting regular updates so I'm not playing the same game every time too, which is like where Fortnite and Disney Speedstorm worked really well, right? Cuz like every time I'd play it, the game was evolving. I like the premise of games as service games that aren't predatory. And that's kind of a hard spot to get. Right? Like live service games are really good. But I like when it comes to a lot of the aspects of it, but they're always implemented for sake of greed and not doing cool stuff. Like, why can't all the games be like how Peak is, right? Where Peak is just pumping out updates for almost an entire year, right? Which I know they're going to be stepping away to do another game, which they should. But also, Peak just isn't really my thing. But like, I want a game that would be good for streams, good for being silly, and that's hard to find. I want games that fill that spot. Part of that's why I really want to make my own game. Again, for those who are unaware, I want to make a game that's literally about collecting moss. Its entire goal is collecting moss. But it's this idea of, it's a game where there's not really a skill level or skill barrier. But you can hang out with friends and you can chill and do stuff. Things like that. Because like web fishing exists, right? Web fishing existed. It's still around, but it's not kind of the same thing. With that was a really cool way to be a part of everything, and you get to hang out with friends in your community. And I want to set up something like that where there's not really a stress to it, but I want it to be more interactive than just standing still. Like, I don't need localized voice, I don't need in-game chat, I don't need any of that, but I want people to be able to participate with one another and have these experiences. And if you want to do your own voice, you can figure out your own voice servers. You can do voice in Discord, whatever. I'm not going to control where people are chatting. But I want it to be like based on like doing emotes and like waving and maybe little emotes above their head that go like when you're angry, right? I think it'd be more fun than having, oh, you got to work on the voice chat. Like, no, I don't want voice chat. I don't want these integrated things. I want a game that is strictly cozy and designed to be cozy, but also have these like goals you can reach for, right? I want to have an absurd amount of random achievements that give you like cosmetics when you attain them. You don't have to buy extra things, though I would love to do like DLC that's like, hey, these are supporter cosmetics. They are not necessary for anything, but if you want a cool hat, like it's part of a, like you get 5 hats, $3 if you want it. I don't know, you know, like just doing stuff like that I don't have a problem with, as long as the game is stable. But I'd like to do things like that. I want to use some of my connections to get like little bits of art that would be in the game, drawn by friends and people, and then it would just like link to their, like, yes, it wouldn't be a paid situation because I really can't afford to do that. But it would be like, oh, it's for I hate using this. It's for visibility. Like it would help them be seen by more people. But I'm not just putting their art in the game. I'd want them to draw anything they want related to the theme of the game and then put it as graffiti around the game. And then when players look at it, it will say their name and have their social media site linked there. And like be there you go, you know. There's a shout to you directly in the thing. It's not just, oh, here's the thing. Like, no. This artist did this and they did a fantastic job. Here's the info. And I'll just hit up my friends for it and go, hey, here's this, right? Do if you want to, cool. If not, I totally get it. And then honestly what would probably happen is once I have, if it makes money, I would send every one of them some money, you know? I'm not gonna just go, oh, that was it. But like I'll hit up some of my friends who make music, see if they want to put music in the game, have a little radio thing, have it always say what song's playing in the corner. I want to do everything I can to, while I am a broke nobody on the internet, right? I want to do whatever I can to promote other people that I know online and care about, and I want them to be seen. I want to be able to kind of help promote them. And I think that's kind of the thing is like, yeah, it sucks to be doing it like as a, oh, it's a free thing. It's like, I would literally be done as, hey, I'm giving you free advertising. I totally get it if you don't want it. But like, I know a lot of my friends are very small on the internet too, and I'd like them all to have this like, hey, here's a thing that will go down in history for you, right? And you can go, no, my art's in this game, and like you get to show people and get people to play, and then like, oh look, graffiti, and it's your graffiti, you know. And I want the graffiti to be randomly generated. And yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. But like I said, I don't have money, I don't have that much reach, but if I can do something that will eventually get me seen, I want to use that ability to be seen to promote other people who deserve to be seen. It's very much that if I ever had money, I would use that money to help people who don't have money, you know? And I think art itself goes so under-respected that if I can do what I can to help others be seen, I'm going to do it. So yeah, there's my little soapbox for the night. But yeah, I want to make a game that controls like Katamari. Oddly, my description I used was Katamari meets web fishing meets Power Wash Sim. But I want you to be the idea right now is little tiny mushroom creatures going around and harvesting moss from areas, and you get like a little like moon rover type thing that you can drive with like Katamari style controls to try and collect all the moss on the ground, and it'll be super slow. Like the whole game is going to be designed to be super slow and chill and just force you to slow down. No real running, none of that. I want you to just have a game where you're forced to not really do much, be slow, wind down, and just spend the time with each other, you know? And then I want to use like, oh, you can trade in all the moss for tokens, and then those tokens can be used in a little gacha machine, and then the gacha machine can give you random cosmetics. Raiders! More raiders! Hello! Evening, Wolf. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. Babadaba. We're just having an extra chill night tonight. I should get a resource pack for a new moon. I should get a new resource pack for, or a resource pack for a new cooler moon. I don't have anything against the moon. I just want a cooler moon. I like the Vanilla Tweaks 3D moon. I've always been a big fan of that one. Actually, can I... Let's see. Oh, install resource packs. Moon. Moon cows! How's it going, Wolf? This one. Yeah, there's a little planet. Wait, what are their planets? Oh, that's with mods. Got it. Hey, Georgie, how's it going? I know it's all good. That's all good, Wolf. Get some sleep. I know how that feels. Okay, so let's see options, resource packs, and then we've added our moon. Boop. Let's free cam. That does a really good job of actually looking like it's 3D. That is a high enough resolution texture. That looks really good. I like this one. This is a really, really good. Have a good one, Wolf. Like I really like this moon. That's a well designed moon. It feels like it should, right? Like I don't mind the 2D moon that they're using. I really don't. I just feel like it kind of puts things in a fun perspective. Getting a new cool moon would be good though. I think there's a lot of little things they should go back and revisit. But oop, there we go. Yeah, I'm not usually like too picky on a lot of textures, but the classic moon didn't really work in the shader sky I have that adds so many more stars. Love that though. Because yeah, if I turn off the shaders really quick. It works, it's not nearly as cool though. Like that is not nearly as cool without shaders on. Kind of feels out of place, but the sky needs an upgrade. I think the Minecraft sky needs an update. I think we need to add shooting stars to the vanilla game. Which actually, is there a client-side mod for that? If I do world, sorry, nope, not world. Install, let's see, if I do comets. Can I have comets? Shooting stars? Nope. Like there's like stars. Observe the stars during the day. Oh, that's cool. I want to see this. Wow, it's just nighttime all the time. No, I'm not after that. I feel like Meteor is going to give me... Yeah, that makes them crash. I'm not after that. See, I'm not after new blocks. I just want things in the sky. I think part of this, though, is I'm going to have to do... I'm betting they're not up to date. So if I do a search for, like, here, and I say everything in 1.21, which they're not going to work. Yeah, customizable and realistic astronomy mod adds real-life stars, planets, meteors. This is more... See, this is what I'm talking about. Meteor shower. Like, this is what I would want, but it's not up to date, right? This only goes up to 1.21.4. But stuff like this would be really cool. Anyway. Do. The void floor continues. Kind of wish I didn't put the roof on here, because it does make it darker down here than it needs to be while I'm working on it. It's fine. I like that it is picking up my whistle, but my mouth is not moving. Because, like, no, we're noise gating that with the whistle. I've spent so long trying to adjust my my mic to work for things that certain things are now going through, but then my mouth doesn't react to it. It's like, okay. Okay. I don't need to get down to that bottom floor, right? Or am I not? I'm not on the bottom floor. No, that is the bottom floor. So I don't need that one. So that one can get closed off. Okay. So the bottom floor of this is done. And I can't go any lower. But I don't want to break that right now because that'll be a pain to fix. But that's one. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this around all of the sides. There we go. It's going to get a bit harder to do these as I get higher up. Because, like, obviously this is going to be... Ow. This is going to be the extent of that, right? I can't go any further up this way easily. But we now have 3 layers of glass. Which feels really good. Like, we're slowly getting more and more layers of this. I know it's not the most exciting thing. It's also raining again. It is always raining on this server. But I'm feeling really good about, like, getting all of this, you know? Boop, boop, doop. Lots of layers. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're just having a cozy night while I make a void floor. Is not the most exciting thing to be placing, but we are doing it. I'm gonna run out of glass, which I'm fine with. I already got my auto glass thing emptied. I've got some extra barrels of it though. Doot 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 doot. There we go. Doot 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 doot. It is so much glass. It's funny though, like I don't know if by the end, I mean by the end of this, there should be more glass by a decent margin than there is Skulk, but I'm very curious to see how close those numbers are going to be. Because Skulk, I've already placed 15,000 Skulk. You know what, let's see, how have we been doing on glass? Go here, items, glass. Right, so black stained glass, I have used 50,000 black stained glass. Of just the black. And then purple, I've used another 15,000. So that's 65,000. And then tinted glass, I've used another 4,000. So, I mean, because I rounded on these. And I rounded down. We're looking at 70,000 panes of glass. Or 70,000 blocks of glass. Oh, I'm sorry. Not counting regular glass as well. I don't even know where that's at. Where did I use 2,800 regular glass? Where have I used all that glass? I don't actually know where I've used that. It's not up here. Does using it include placing it in like a... I don't know what that would be for. Oh, wait, no. Nope, no idea. I have no idea what that one's about. Like, I've used some of them in some of my systems and stuff for random bits, but not... Oh, yeah, helping Lee with the Guardian farm. Thank you. The glass walls on my farms are usually done with tinted glass. The ones that are in my farms. I do like glass. I think the glass is really fun when trying to do things with the void. But my general thing is with art, I like my main thing is concrete. I like using concrete. I like using concrete, and I like using the nether mushroom blocks. Any of the stuff from those. I like using very vibrant colors and very dark colors. Oh, yep, the Blaze Farm is glass. Forgot about the Blaze Farm. That's the one. That's the one. Forgot about that. Thank you, Asmo. That's where that glass is. Forgot I did that one with regular glass. Do 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 do. So much. Wop. I've never heard Chase Lounge pronounced Chez Lounge that like that. Okay, let's go to our actual... Let's go... You know what? Let's do this. Because we have somebody new here. So this is the entrance to my base. Which definitely needs work, but this is the entrance to my base down here. This server is lightly modded. There's like 12 required mods. Most of them are not major things. Like we have warp stones in order to allow people to visit each other more. A mini-map mod that's required so we can track each other's positions. And then some like flower stuff. But generally, most of this is vanilla. But yeah, I've got a setup using the warp stones to create wireless redstone to play music whenever you enter my base up here, which has this giant summoning circle going on. And this is what I'm working on the void floor for. Just to be clear, like this is why I'm working on the void floor. Is for underneath this, that'll have a big effect going on there. We've got a beautiful ceiling. Just kind of terrifying in its own way. Oh yeah, we also have a mod that allows the beam to go through blocks. And then you take this, and it warps you here. And then I'm going to be building a city here. The server's only been up for a month. A month as of yesterday. And I'm mainly working on that giant thing, so it's taking a little bit. But you can see, like, I'm going to be adding that down. I need to get a bunch of frog lights as well, but I don't have a blaze, or not a blaze spawner. I don't have a magma cube spawner yet in order to build that farm. But I do need to build a farm for frog lights, get that set up. And then that is my storage room, which does not have a direct access yet. But if I take this and I go to my storage area, and then we go over here. My new storage room is here. Which I'm still working on setting it up, but you can see chests all the way around, and then these are actually chests. I used armor stands to basically create a silhouette. There's a little bit of a bug I need to work on yet, but yeah, these are all things. Now you should be gaining more than that, right? I realize we did this, like I set that up to take that, but you should be taking it more. I'm trying to sort out a trash thing to stop these from overflowing. 45. I'm gonna do this. But you should be gaining. I might have just been out of their render distance because no, I should have been in their render distance. I was right there. I feel like there should be more than that. How we doing on pies? Doing decent on food. We've got a let me go to free cam. We got a pie machine over here. That one broke. I need to fix that one. That one's broken. That one's broken. Why are those two broken? Why is that one broken? Game. I don't understand. Give me that one. Give me that one. That's fine now. Wait, did you fix yourself after that piston went down? I am confused. Okay, put that back in the pie making machine. There we go. We've got a crafter down here. This crafter turns the sugarcane into sugar, and then whenever it gets a pie, it'll fire. and make one. We're getting more sugarcane than we are pumpkins because apparently 3 of them went down. We should be getting more anyway, but we were getting an oddly high amount there that we shouldn't have been getting, and I don't know what was going on there. Everything should be fine, though. Somehow we got eggs in there. I think that's because of my magnet. But that should only be, or it might have been an oddity of... I may need to keep an eye on that. What may have happened is the eggs may have escaped containment over here. Because that's not solid. So I should probably put I put a block here and here to stop the eggs from falling over the side. Would probably be smart because they're probably getting into the trough there. So let's go grab you. Just need 2. Whoop. Up we go. Yeah, we'll place that one there and that one there, and then that should stop that issue of getting eggs inside of our pumpkin. Because that, not an issue right now, but once we get, if we get 5 stacks of eggs, that'll be too much, so. I really am worried about this here, though. Like, why don't I have more? Because I should by rights be gaining some logs, and I don't know why I'm not. Did I mess up my little bit up here? Because you're supposed to be getting them, but then you should be pushing them back in if you can. I think I might need to make that one point forward with the filter? Because you're taking it anyway. Like, they're both supposed to be taking it. Has this been going? We got 42 and 46 in here. Or 42 and 56 in here. I'm waiting to see if it fills up at all. It's like 20 seconds max, but we could get a sapling, which should be trashed, or a stick. $42 or 56 there. And then you're all good. There's nothing in there. And then you... Yeah, so we gained leaves. We're getting leaves. The leaves are going down. But I think these are going into here and getting trashed every time. But my thought was they'll go here, they'll go here, and they'll go here. But it's being pulled down first. And I don't want it pulled down first. Ugh, I'm just trying to create a trash chute. I don't understand hoppers correctly because everything I do keeps not working. Like, I want it to try and go, it's going to try and go that way. But then that's going to get pulled down, and I thought if it got pulled down, it would try to go over first, wouldn't it? Or when it tries to go down next when it gets that. What is the rule? Like, I don't understand hoppers. So I want this and this. And then I want... Doesn't matter what's here. I just need a storage thing. No, there's no redstone involved. So copper hoppers are on the server. Copper hoppers have a built-in filter of them. Otherwise, they work like regular hoppers. I did that to reduce the amount of redstone people needed to use on the server. Because I know a lot of people don't get redstone, but they can understand like the basic stuff of this. Okay, so there. Now you went straight down. Why did you go straight down? You went all the way to, like, if I put an item in here, it goes straight down to this one. And this one. But not there. Granted, that's a breaker. It's not supposed to be an inventory, but... So I want to get items into this barrel. This is my goal, is I want to get items into that barrel. Now, if I place these in here, they should go from here to here to here, and then I'm guessing they're going to end up here. But I guess my trash chute is the back one. So my goal is for this. Welcome back, Bunny. My goal is I want the items that are spawned here, I want them to end up in that barrel. But if they start here, yeah, that's going into the barrel. Why are you going into the barrel? Why are you going into the barrel? Only half of you went into the barrel. Okay, so you're going 50-50, which is fine, except I'm not gaining anything here. Why am I not gaining the pale oak here? Because this layout here is the same as this layout here. Those are both facing that way. Those are facing into each other. And then there's a down here and that over. I want it 50-50. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reduce the amount of the wood that we get. If I put one item in, just one, where do you end up? We end up in the barrel. That's what I want. You're supposed to go down first, which should be this. Why are you not going down first? I'm going to grab these 44 and see where they go. It shouldn't matter. See, now they're going in. How do I sleep? So for me, when I go to sleep, Bunny, a lot of what I'm doing trying to sleep is that I will, half of it went. That's what I just want half of it. But when my way of falling asleep is usually, one, making sure I have plenty of water. But I end up playing YouTube videos on my tablet that I've watched an absurd amount of times that I don't really care to see while laying down. I'll usually play that, so that way my brain can stare at that, and it's like I already know what's all going to happen. It doesn't excite me much. It's not me learning anything new. It's something that I've watched. And I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get the ads on it either. But, like, the filter worked. We got 22. But the problem we're running into is it should be grabbing, it'll grab and then throw one over. Grab, throw one over. Grab, throw one over. Is what I think is happening, right? So if I just do one, right? It should be going, it should go back into this chest. No. So it's going over and then dropping it. But then shouldn't it be trying to go over into this? Shouldn't it be doing that? If it goes the direction it's facing first, it goes there, gets pulled down, direction it's facing is there. Why is that not working? Because to my understanding, that's the issue. Is it's dropping one thing, and that one thing it's dropping is going that way. Now, the other option here, and this is going to be a little annoying. I'm going to take these 5 items out, because otherwise I'm going to have issues. Now, my other thought here is, if I go up here, will this completely change the way this works? Like, if I do that, right? I've already gained one, haven't I? I hate Minecraft. I hate Minecraft. I don't hate Minecraft, but I hate that this is suddenly an entirely different thing. I just raised it up by 1, and I got half of it. So I'm still getting half, which is what I want. I only want to get half of the logs that are going in. That has been my thing. I only want half of these. But I want to make sure the first one that goes in... And we got another one through other means. Through it spawning them. We have tree pots on our server to make it easier to get stuff. Yep, now the first one goes in every time. Cool, I just need to raise all of these up by 1 for no discernible reason. Fantastic. Grab you, grab you. Put you there. Grab you, put you there. Grab you. I need these to stay in order. Then both of you are together. You. Grab you. In order to make this actually work, I have to add 1 more hopper to all of them, which arguably makes no sense at all. Sorry. I feel like that's a bit of almost restless leg syndrome you're dealing with, Bunny, but I feel you on that. I don't... Everybody's ADHD is different. Everybody's kind of mess is there. I wish I had a good answer for sleep, because some days it just doesn't happen. And I'll lay there for hours and hours, and I will not be able to sleep no matter how I look at it. So I feel for you. I really do. I wish I had an answer. I sadly do not. Like... I'm gonna do the obnoxious ADHD thing. If you're one of those people where ADHD does not make you ADHD does not or screws with caffeine, where caffeine no longer makes you hyper, drink some caffeine. Consume some caffeine. It may slow your brain down a little bit. For those unaware, some people with ADHD, myself being one of them, needs caffeine to slow down the ADHD stuff. Like, it weakens the ADHD, and it allows you to slow the thoughts a bit. Some people have seen me stream where I do not have any caffeine in my system, because I am not medicated for my ADHD. Some people have seen me actually stream without it. Would not recommend. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth one's another one. 1, 2, 3, and you. I get you, Bunny. Not everybody's gonna have access to it on hand. But yeah. Caffeine helps me a lot. Okay. Those were in a very specific order for me, by the way. I created color palettes with these. So these work best, I feel, in this order. These 3 work really well in this order, and then these 4 work really well in this order. But I was trying to create like color palettes just for my storage room. But now, in theory, as long as they're only getting 1 item at a time, the log's the most common thing. So we should see this go up while I refill my water. But that's currently at 20. My water is literally on the other side of my desk, so my one ex that had ADHD, her thing for helping herself sleep was she would play the same movie every night. Which I'm sure would have been much less of an annoyance for me if I if I cared at all for Jack Black. But she played Pick of Destiny every night. And it was very much a, I don't care for this, but it makes you happy. And I don't mind the noise. Okay, now they should all be working properly. Except for this one, I still don't trust. Because for some reason, this one's really weird. But those are hoppers now. They shouldn't be able to be weird. And this one has nowhere else to go. I only have that on there to stop any junk falling in. Where's my pies? My tasty pies. We gained 1. There we go. Those in there. Those in there. I hate how many extra hoppers I've had to add to this to make this work. But as soon as it works, I will not complain anymore. Yeah, that's valid, Bunny. But this looks like it is now working. Oh, so what goes on here is all the items go down. If it is any of these items, it should get pulled. So is it the pale oak, the stick, the pale moss, pale oak leaves, or the log? They all get pulled down. Now over here I have a pale oak log as well. And the reason this is here is if this gets full on logs, where that bottom chest is done, because they cannot go in. Anything can go into the top one. I've designed it in a way that anything can go in the top one. But what I want to do is eventually fill this with whatever's in here as well in the top, which I could do this. Because I don't need. This is one of the big things. I don't need more than a double chest of any logs at any given point. And I don't believe anybody does, personally. Especially not when you have an auto-renewing. It makes a little more sense when you're like somebody who might need more. I love seeing the leaf particles. I'm sorry, they make me so happy. But we do that now, so when those are full, they'll go into that rather than down. And then like this one is in the same scenario. All the stuff is set to go down. I want to make sure all of these are leaves. Look at the petals! So we do that, and then... Let me do that. Need... So you have those. You have vines and netherwort, which I do want these sorted as well. I'm not as picky on this, but it like vertically I can get these sorted. There we go. Do that, and then we just send these back in. We'll take 1 stack of each. So now we can go here. Whee! But yeah, that'll make sure the right items are all that can go into these, right? Like that's kind of the big thing is I want only wood in the bottom one, and then I don't want any more wood than that. That's the big thing. So finding a way to make sure that, hey, I only want mangrove roots in here. So we go like this. We get that covered. Now only mangrove roots will go in there. And then over here, it's like, oh, well, what about leaves? And it's like, I can just go away. Now, one issue I will come into is every time I try to do this, what's going to happen is logs will try and fill any of the spots I take them out from. But it shouldn't be a big issue because I should be able to just take half stacks from things. I don't mind knowing I need to right-click things out of my little inventory. And some of them, because there's not an extra drop, I'll get 2 double chests of leaves. Other ones I'll only get like 1 double chest. Not the end of the world. But I feel like there's not really a lot of situations where you need more than a chest worth of any item, full stacks. Especially as a streamer. Like, one of the things with it is, like, yeah, you could totally have, like, all of that inventory if you wanted, sure. But, like, sometimes isn't that a bit much? Like, you're never going to go through it, and also you get to go on journeys with your chat, and you get to talk about the, like, remaining items, right? Now, what I could also do here, and I should have done this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go up on that one. I'm going to do the same with the crimson, thinking about it. But let's go up here. And then this filter here, because this is the bottom one, and then that's what's going into it. I don't need the warp block in that one. I only want the vines, right? So I'll throw all these in. And then this can fill up with warp blocks. And then we'll do this. There we go. So now the vines are going into that one. Right there. And then the rest are going below. Now, what might happen is I might overflow on the blocks at the top. Which I believe will happen, actually. I'm going to grab one of that. And one of that. And we're going to put them up here, too. Because now we figured out those will go to the trash. But they'll still try to come back in. But we're going to have this run-in with all of them. And I'm going to have to sort that out when we get there. But that one's going to hit it sooner than others. And then over here with the crimson, I was doing the same thing. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. We'll do that. We'll grab the vines. Go here and remove the netherwort. And we'll put the netherwort up here. And one of the vines up here. And then go into this, sort you. There we go. And then, in theory, we might lose some because I've put it in the trash thing already. But I think it's designed in a way I don't think anything will go into the trash until it needs to. No, it's not going to the trash. Perfect. The new layout actually works better. Because it's going down first, then it's going there, and it's coming back. Some of them are going to be a bit weird with the trash chute, and we'll have to address that when we get to it. But this should at least, like, I think this is all of my mixed storage ones, right? You were mixed, then... Oh, you were mixed. You need to be mixed, though. You're, like, the only one that needs to. Okay. And then you're mixed, but you don't need to be. So, there. Grab you. Place all of you. Then we remove the leaves, because we won't need the leaves in that one, because we're only getting the moss. And then that goes in there, and then I will grab the moss as well. Because, yeah, everything should go correctly into the overflow. But if I only have 2 items, I don't really want it going to the overflow. Because I still want to get the resource. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get the block out of it. So if it's not being trashed immediately, it's like I need this to stay. But like this, I do want to add the leaves and the roots. Because I want those, if they overflow, to get trashed. And then here, you're the cocoa beans. And vines, which I won't need. I would like the one thing I would like to overstock is the leaves. So we'll just do that, and that'll get rid of any of the excess there. Though I may change my mind later. Keisha doesn't have anything special. You're throwing away everything. You should be throwing away everything but the glowstone. You are birch, which is leaves and logs, so you're good. You have a lot. You have a lot. I need you to throw away everything that is in here. One of each of those. One of each of those. And then you are already... You're not grabbing sticks, but you're grabbing sticks. But you're sending sticks over. So those aren't being scrapped. But if they get backed up to that point, I need you to grab that and that. But I've raised you up, so you should be going there first. Okay. But then you'll go that way. Okay. And then you... What are you taking? You should be scrapping mainly logs, I believe. Yeah, because I'll take the leaves for now. Because the only thing that is getting is logs and leaves. And then you are getting apples. Apples are a problem. Well, you're getting, but we're not keeping the apples. So you're getting, again, you're also logs and leaves, right? So that should be all that stays. Okay, cool. We should be good now. So now everything should be filling up just with, yeah, 48, 14. Yeah, everything should be going into the correct spots now. You need to be given that. You're good. You should be given that as well. And you. Do-do-do. There we go. Okay, so all of those should only go to that spot, nothing else. That's good, that's good. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't matter. Does matter. Because otherwise this one will fill up with logs. There we go. You're filled up. You're filled up. So you're good. You need leaves. I wish there was a, with the auto inventory thing, I wish there was a, like, quick spread button. Like, just do this balance thing across the entire thing if you can, kind of situation. There we go. What? Why did you do that? Why did you all stack back together? Don't do that. There we go. Looking pitiful. Just because I let you go. Talking about you. Want me back? Well, what would you think about that? Okay. So that should all be good. And then we've got our pumpkins going in, which are not going. Why are we not crafting our pumpkins? What's our deal? I mean, I know we're lacking in some pumpkins. They're still kind of growing. That should be fine. You can't take the eggs. You can't. You shouldn't be able to. Why are we not firing? Why are we not firing, game? Come on! Work with me! Oh, I gotta take the trash out. It's Sunday, isn't it? Crap! I would like to see this fire. I don't think it wants to. I'm gonna go up there and look at it again and be angry. I actually don't have an easy way up there now. And you can't place scaffolding on. What can I do from here? Oop. Myself. Okay. I think it just fired while I was talking about it. Like, are you building up anywhere? You're building up a little bit on the sugarcane. That's fine. I think it's because it's firing too quick. So having one extra isn't a problem. We do have a lot of eggs, but the eggs aren't going in here. As long as we have the one pumpkin, we're good. This has the pumpkin and sugar, we're good. And that side's good. Everything should be fine. Okay, we did gain 1 during that. Alright, all of this is working, but I will not be AFKing here tonight. I will be going over to Lee's base, to Fuji. And then we will go here. Eat a pie, a tasty pie, land in the hay bale, not die somehow. I know Lee won't mind, so what I'm gonna do here. Because this is something that's gotten me with this. So Lee set up a system here for collecting the materials. What we can do is we can have what I want to do. Because here's the system right now. This is taking both the arrows and the It's taking both the arrows and the bones and putting them in one chest. What we can do here is we can take a copper hopper. We can take this down, have the copper hopper go this way and get one chest, that would be the arrows, and then this way and get one chest, that would be the bones. So that way they're auto-sorting that portion of themselves. And I think that would be beneficial for this, to keep it a bit more organized. So what we need to do first is we need to figure out if this is going down here. We'll do one here. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Right, so that'll be the chest that has the arrows in it. And that'll go over here immediately, and then we'll have one over there that'll have the other ones that we don't even need to be all the way down. Now I've got a mess of an inventory, but do that. Grab this. Grab this. And then we will copper hopper this way. And then that one will go there. We're going to need a filter on both, I think. Or we're going to need... Because we're going to have... Yeah, we're going to have a copper hopper here. And a copper hopper there, and then... So I think we need that. Oh, I don't have another one. Can I... Will this work? There we go. So we do that, right? And then that one will need to be a copper hopper. I've got myself stuck! Really? I got stuck in the lamest way there. But yeah, we'll put all the arrows in this side. We'll put all the bones in this side. But now what we need to do is we need to go get some copper hoppers. We just need 2. And then we take that back and we go over to these. Woo! Down we go. Okay. So now we take that, we place that one there, we place that one there. This one we grab an arrow out of, that goes over there. And then this one we grab a bone out of, that one goes there. So now the bones will all go over here. The arrows will all go over here. This is now a much more efficient way to sort them, rather than having to create the separate stacks, so it all goes that way. That'll keep that clean. I'm going to AFK here tonight. But I am going to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with me. I do appreciate y'all a ton. Like, y'all have spent an afternoon with me. That is not typically what we stream in the afternoons. I would like to stream more Minecraft in the afternoons for sure. I do need to work on figuring out the color balancing, so I'm going to be working on that as soon as the stream ends. I might be in the Discord a little bit later streaming some anime if that is your thing and you would like to hang out and watch some of that. We're watching stuff that is airing this season, though I might watch an older one that might throw people off. But let's see. I'm going to send you over to... trying not to pick a mature stream, because I know some of you are under 18, so I'd like to go with something a little more chill. I'm going to send you over to... I'm going to send you over to our friend Kay. Kay is great. Kay is fantastic, and I'm sure Kay will be happy to have you. So go give him some love for me. I would appreciate it. So we're gonna raid over to K. K is a zombie. Everybody knows we love and appreciate zombies here. So go give some love to K for me. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all next time. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
あ、感じる。コスモを感じるわ。